just jump into what I think many of you are here to hear, which is what we're doing next. So it's been an amazing journey since the end of March when we did the Open311 API launch. It's been incredible because of the applications that you've seen being developed, but also the work that's been done with vendors, with Lagan, with Microsoft, and to see these major companies seeing the beauty and the potential of what we've got going on here and agreeing, signing the pledges and agreeing to change product in order to meet the needs of the Open311 API movement. And it's just a fantastic thing. So my hands off to those very large corporations for doing that. What I really want to say is that in the last 2 months, an incredible group of people, both in Washington, D.C. and San Francisco, and you've already heard great things about Jay and Alyssa and Dave, but what they've done here, and Brian and other folks in D.C., is developed the second version of the API, the Open311 API, in a month and a half. And the second version, which we're going to make available to you next week, is more standardized. It's more robust. We listened to you guys. We heard what you had to say. We've made it better. There'll be a third, there'll be a fourth, there'll be a fifth version. But the second version should make it much easier for you guys to come forward and develop even greater applications faster and better. And working with our good friends at Twilio, we've got a competition going on, and that competition starts next week. And for 2 weeks, we really hope and ask that you guys play with this API, the Open311 API version 2, and really put it to the task. Tell us what you think, tell us what sucks about it, what's good about it, and hopefully build some amazing apps. Through Twilio, just go to Twilio website and you'll know all about what we're doing there. So it's an amazing thing. We're very happy, and we really look forward to some new stuff coming forward. Craig, customer service. We heard all about that. You're all about customer service. What can we be doing within the Open311 API movement to really enhance customer service?
Well, a big part of it is simply talking to people, engaging with people, trying to find what they need, what works. Do it yourself. Like I may have come down on the edge, Judah, may have noticed a problem. The deal is to report it and see what happens. I've done that a few times. Keep trying things, keep talking to people. But beyond that, well, the technology is fun, and I'm for sure a nerd, and I'm tempted to get back into technology. But this is about finding ways to help taxpayers and citizens get what they pay for in government, to get a good return on investment. And the idea is to try something, see what works out, fix what doesn't work, and then keep trying, talking to people, and then just keep doing it. See what happens. I mean, I haven't done any customer service for maybe 20 minutes now, but the deal is just to keep doing what you're doing.
So when you blog, Craig, you're on SFGate a lot, and you talk about some favorite topics, and one of them happens to be the Veterans Administration. So what can you talk about, what do you want to share with us about the work you're doing with the VA?
There's a bunch of issues in parallel there. The one which may be most germane overall is just the notion that I've participated in a couple phases with Veterans Affairs with their so-called innovation initiatives. This is the deal where we all kind of know that in any organization, private or public sector, the rank and file, the people on the front lines are the folks who know what's going on and who know how to make stuff work better. So the idea is to use internet technology, maybe just discussion boards, to ask people, hey, what's the deal and how do we make it better? Maybe run it as a contest and formally recognize people. You know, maybe have them recognized by the secretary of their agency, possibly the president in some fancy way. But the deal is to listen to the people who are making things work for you because they know how to make things work better and just need to be listened to. Basically, in any organization, you can be Dilbert or you can be Wally. Dilbert hasn't given up yet, And so Dilbert's reachable and can make things work. Wally is sort of lost. And Alice, don't get me started about Alice. She's dangerous.
So, kind of the last question, I think. If you had to provide advice to this august group of people out here who are programming and thinking about what they're going to do with our Open311 API and what things they could be creating, do you have any advice for them on what they should be looking at?
Just look at common things around town in your own life. For example, I love the apps that tell you when the next bus or train's coming. That's real stuff. Focus on the one hand on what's real. Getting the garbage picked up, getting a pothole fixed. Those are real things. And real things not only do stuff that's of use to us, but it also shows people that something new is happening in government, and we all need to get together on that. In the bigger sphere, it's not a 3-on-1 thing, but beyond that, we are now beginning to see, faster than I thought, the possible widespread deployment of tools which allow the citizens of this country to set the national agenda. There's efforts going on involving tools like IdeaScale, Spigot, Microsoft Town Hall, and you know, we might see the beginning of people using these tools in a really, really big way, again, to listen to the people of this country and to set the agenda, and at that point, there'll be a call to action. We'll all need to be involved, just as citizens, to work together in that. This is an election year, and it could be that this thing could erupt much faster than anyone thought, changing the political landscape of this country. And if a lot of good people of goodwill get involved, things change dramatically.
Well, thank you, Craig. I think this part of the program is going to end with us here. Again, competition, looking forward to those applications, and maybe Craig, you can help us look at those applications when they come in and see how they can be used.
Perhaps when I'm not so tired, and in recognition of that, I apologize for not being even mildly funny.
Well, thank you all for staying. It's close to 9 o'clock. We appreciate all you're helping us do, and thank you very much.